In this video, we're going to attempt to answer some frequently asked questions. I'm Mike Justason from the School of Engineering Practice and Technology, and I'm joined by Darlene Hayward, the academic advisor for a Bachelor of Technology students.
Hello.
Hello. So the first question that is very often asked by students is, can I take courses from another university?
And the answer in our Bachelor of Technology programs is no. And the reason for that is that students have already received 2 years of credit from their college diplomas. Mm-hmm. So students start directly in level 3, and so they would have level 3 and level 4 to complete in our programs. So they've already received the maximum number of credits that they can.
And when you say maximum number, I didn't initially know what that meant, but what it means is that in order to receive a McMaster degree, you have to have at least half of your credits from this institution.
Correct.
And if a student wants to take a course from another institution, they wouldn't in fact have half their courses. We've already given them half from their college.
That's correct.
Okay. I think that's a good answer.
Right.
Okay. So sometimes students also ask, how fast can I complete this program?
Right.
Difficult question to answer. It seems like it should be easy, but why don't you give it a try?
Okay. So it does vary by student, and oftentimes that's due to personal circumstances. Mm-hmm. So students have family obligations, work obligations. Mm-hmm. So we have students taking from 1 to 6 courses mm-hmm. in each of the fall, the mm-hmm. winter, and the summer terms. Mm-hmm. And sometimes students will vary. They may be full-time one term, and then they might be part-time the next term. Mm-hmm. And students even have the ability to take a term off if they want to, based on obligations. Yep. But oftentimes students complete the program within 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. So you do have to be aware that the course offerings will affect how you take the courses. Mm-hmm. Not taking courses that conflict and are offered on the yep. same time frame on a certain day, and of course prerequisites. So it is important to look at your advisement report and look at your the academic calendar, the undergraduate calendar, mm-hmm. to look at course prerequisites. And even as a convenience, the program chairs have each listed yep. a program chart on the B.Tech website that visually shows you the course prerequisites. Yep. So that's a good thing to look at as well when you're doing your course planning and selection.
So it's a good idea to also remind students or to point out that we have a whole other video about course selection. Right. And I think if you're looking to complete the program quickly, it's all about very strategic course selection. Right. Understanding those timetables, understanding your advisement report. So these are, there is no actual preset time it will take you to finish the program. Students who want to finish as fast as possible can sometimes do it in the 2 years. It's yes. possible, but it also requires a little bit of luck in terms of having the courses that you need offered when you need them. And there's also a little bit of variation in terms of when you start the program. So someone who right. starts in January versus May versus September may be looking at a different lineup of courses, That's some correct. Of which are more conducive to finishing the program more quickly. So it's kind of a complicated answer to right. that question, unfortunately.
So often 2.5 years.
Often 2.5 years, yes. And we have students who take many, many more years than that
correct.
As well.
That's right.
Which is in fact why we have the program structured the way that it is, right. That you can really complete it on your own time.
And the flexibility.
The flexibility, right. sure. Okay, so students often ask also, what course should I take first? And I think the best answer is take math.
Right. For all 4 program streams, the math is an important course to take. It will be a prerequisite to future courses. And of course, the nice thing is that we offer math each term.
Yes.
So regardless of when you start the program, the math is advised as a good starter course.
And I think if you have a look at those charts that the program chairs produce, and you look at how the courses are connected in terms of what's a prerequisite for what, right. you'll see that there's a lot of lines that come out from math. So if you don't take math in your first term, you're closing the door on all those other courses for the following term.
Right.
And I would encourage students to have a look at those charts. There may be other courses in your particular program stream that are quite important in order to make sure you can keep moving through your degree each term.
Right. And I'll also add as well that the first course that students need to take in their very first term is the WHMIS 1A00.
Good point.
So it is a 0-unit course, and we know that because that's the last digit of the course code. So it is free for students, but it is a mandatory course. Regardless of how many times you've completed WHMIS at other workplaces or through your schooling, it does have to be completed as a McMaster student in the Faculty of Engineering. So that's a course that you should be adding to your registration. You actually won't be able to enroll in any other course until you register for that WHMIS course.
I didn't know that.
Right.
That's good information.
And so that course is actually completed on our learning management system called Avenue to Learn. And you log into that system using your Mac ID and password, so the same as you do through Mosaic.
Yep.
And the course is completed solely on Avenue to Learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Another question that comes up is students will say, I already took a course in college that's very similar to the course that I have to take in the Bachelor of Technology program. Can't I just get credit for that course?
Right, that is a common question, Mike. So students actually will be taking more advanced level courses. Even though the course may look the same, it will be offered at the university level now. So we actually have given the full amount of credit to students. So students start directly in level 3. So it will be a different course. All students are obliged to complete the 24 courses in their program. So the short answer is no, that they would have to take the McMaster course.
Okay, so all of this talk about making sure you complete all of your courses leads eventually to the question, how do I graduate?
Right. So that's something we're always thinking about and talking with students as well. So students would follow their advisement report, so make sure that everything is completed, including the co-op credits. So those co-op courses are listed on there. So follow that. Everything would have to be satisfied on the advisement report, and that report is used as part of the graduation assessment when we assess students for graduation. In their very final year of study, so once they register for their last set of courses, they'll actually receive an email from myself and to give them information about graduation, and students can certainly feel free to check in with me as well. And then there's great things that happen. So all the graduation information will be given to students about the convocation ceremonies, about graduation pictures. So yeah.
Okay, that's good information. So now you are the academic advisor. So for a lot of academic issues, students can come to you if they have questions that we haven't answered in this video. And there are other people that they go to for different questions. Could you give us some tips maybe on who to go to if you have different types of questions? Right.
So our program administrator is the person who schedules the courses and has all of the instructor contact information. And anytime you're looking for, if you're looking for seats in a course or you're wondering if a course will be offered in a particular term, that would be through your program administrator.
Okay.
Any technical questions should be directed to the program chairs, because you're certainly the experts in that area. And any of the more administrative, academic questions, certainly through myself.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, well, I think that's a pretty good overview of the frequently asked questions. Thanks very much for helping.
Thank you.
Okay.